Hi everyone, James here with the video review for Transformers Prime Voyager Class Ultra Magnus. So here we have Ultra Magnus in what would appear to be a truck type thing. Yeah, this is the one thing many Transformers fans are not getting. What is this vehicle mode? I mean, of course we can tell it's a truck, but what kind of truck is it? Well, we can tell that there's a missile. Of course, that's one of Ultra Magnus's gimmicks, or add-alongs, so put that to the side. And then we have this. Oh yeah. Now I know a lot of fans are very disappointed that this gun just sits on these two little things here. However, I find that if you actually extend them out just about all the way, and using these little pegs here and positioning them in correctly and pushing down on them, you can get them to stay, which is good, because the main problem everyone's having is that this just falls off. But yeah, I'll put this to the side for later. So here we have Ultra Magnus in vehicle mode. Actually, it's pretty nice to see it like this. We have a nice collection of silver, classic blue, what appears to be a little bit of a light red. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but it looks like it anyway. Yeah. Now the unfortunate thing is, Ultra Magnus has a traditional third color, white. The only place I'm seeing white is on the two Autobot logos, or insignias, or whatever you want to call them. Now, of course, for a truck, it still rolls pretty well. It's just a matter, like all the Transformer figures with wheels, just managing to get all of them on the ground. But yeah, he rolls fairly well. The only dislike that I have about the vehicle mode is the following. You can actually see his legs and his feet sticking out here, similar to Optimus, only in this case, and again you have a huge gap issue right beneath. You can see through and through, and beneath you actually can see his hands and his head up in there, which is a little bit disappointing, but then again, we can live with it. And the last thing I want to point out is, in robot mode, this is his butt. I'm not joking, that's not right, But yeah, this is Ultra Magnus in vehicle mode. Overall, the vehicle mode is very nice. You actually have the addition of smokestacks here. Not highlighted, unfortunately, but there are some very nice details on here which are worth highlighting if you're a customizer like me. So yeah, now let's get into the transformation, shall we? The first thing you want to do is separate the front bumper, so basically just split it, like so. Take this little thing, what looks like the little grill, and fold up. Then disconnect this side panel here, from the top and here. So again, fold out from here and here. Then, taking both, just gently pull out. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Taking the entire cab, you actually want to fold it up and fold back, like that. Then, take these pieces. I'm going to need to put on some height for this. There we go. Alright, so basically, after splitting that, just fold back. Immediately, we'll see the head. So, the first thing you want to do is, in the terms of the arms, fold out the hand and then fold this panel in, like so. Then, taking the front bumper, just fold the entire thing forward, like that. So same again. Fold out the hand, fold in the panel, and then fold the front bumper down. Then, you can fold his head up. Now, there is one thing that still continues to concern me. There's a little groove in here that I'll actually tap into a little slot thing right here. Now, my fear is that it's too short, or that it will more than often slip out of place. However, if I try, it actually stays, which is good. So basically we have just about the legs to do, and basically to do that, all you need to do is fold forward the knees and fold down the legs. Then split in half, fold in these little bits here, fold the front of the foot forward, and then taking the wheels, well, most people like to keep it like this. However, I think it's too Optimus-like, so what I like to do is separate it, fold up, and then there's a little peg right here that'll tap into a little hole right here. So you then take the entire thing and fold in, like so, and then it'll just tap into place like that. So same again, just fold in, peg in, and then all we need to do is fix them up. And there we have Ultra Magnus in robot mode. Now, the last time we saw Ultra Magnus was in Transformers Animated, and you know, there's been a bit of a few Transformer changes from then. The first is that there have been a lot more movie-like changes. The first is, well, in terms of the body, you know, there's a lot more vehicle detail and a lot of other pieces highlighted. Now, in terms of Transformers Prime, he has no nose. He doesn't have a nose. However, I find that to be a huge thing. You know, not in a negative or bad thing. I actually find it very nice that despite the reduction of a nose, they can still give everyone the Ultra Magnus that we remember. And I mean, it's just the little details that make a big difference. So if I just give it a little 360, you know, he has quite a bit of back kibble. Although it doesn't look like it, the entire cab is just sitting here, which is unfortunate. However, it still looks good. The figure still looks good. Now, in terms of articulation, his head can go side to side. Well, just a little bit, but it can still go left to right. His head can go up and down quite a bit. The arms can go forward, back, in, out, just a little bit. They pivot 360 here, like so. Now, his elbows are actually hitched or ratcheted, which is actually a big help, so it makes a little bit of a clicking sound, and then you get full, then you actually get, if the panel just pops out of place a little bit, you get full wrist articulation, which is great. Now, he has waist articulation, just up here, although it is limited due to this little bit right here. I find that to be a huge difference, because not many figures from Hasbro these days actually have waist articulation, so I think that's a big plus. Now the legs can go forward and back, they can go in and out, pivot 360 up at the thigh, and like the elbows, the knees are ratcheted, so although you can't hear it, you can sense it, and it actually makes a big difference. And because the transformation, the front of the foot actually pivots up and down. Now, if we take the missile from earlier, you can actually peg it in about 5 different points. In his arm, in his shoulder, on both arms, see, and then on his back. Now, I'm going to peg it into this arm here. And then I'm going to take the notorious hammer. Oh, but first I'm going to show you guys the gun. Now, the first thing Transformer fans would know about Ultra Magnus here is that his arm or arms are very loose and they don't support weight very well. I'm afraid to say that it's all of them. However, if you haven't heard this tip already, I advise you listen. If you actually take a little bit of super glue and put it into this little area right here, after removing the arm and everything, and just put it about, then put the arm back on, and friction will be increased. Unfortunately for now, yeah. And so all figures are affected. Now for the gun to hammer mode, if you want to call it that, first push up on the hammer, and then a little green light will come on, and then if you push the rest of the way up, the hammer will fold out, and using this little blue thing here, fold up, and using a little peg and hole, the hammer will actually stay in place, which means that Hasbro have finally gotten it right. Now, while he cannot hold the hammer up all for the full time, we can still get a pretty good depiction of what it would look like. Now, I'm thankful that it's holding right now. However, I still do have a few issues. The rocket, or the missile, is perfectly fine. The hammer is too big, in my opinion. I mean, even if it was just reduced by a small amount, it would be fine. But, that's not a huge thing. Overall, there is nice detail here. We have silver, we have blue, we have white. Well, thankfully, Hasbro have added in the white. In fact, he actually has 3 Autobot logos, or insignias, okay? One on the inside of each arm, and right in here on the chest. Oops. So yeah. Now, in the end, I do recommend this figure. Again, if you haven't heard of my tip before, I advise you actually do it, because that's what I'm going to do. But in the end, this is Ultra Magnus, top of the line figure, despite the issue. And this is James Knight/28 Jr. saying, okay, this is me. Subscribe to my channel for videos and more. Like me on Facebook by searching for Knight/28 Jr. Have a nice day. See you all around. Until next time, bye everybody. And this is Ultra Magnus. Rock on! Or wait, is it hammer time? Yeah, I'm bad with puns, whatever. So, until next time, bye everybody.